Are we now live? Yeah!
Every time we're so surprised we actually got it to work. That's half the battle.
Hey, all right, who's messaging? Okay. Oh, all right. Good morning. It is 9:31 on May the 1st, and this is our Soap Lady Chats. Again, I'm Kim. This is
Janice?
Janice, and we are the soap ladies behind Goose Ridge Soaps. Last week, we started a conversation about solid shampoo bars, and it warranted a further deep dive, thank you, into the topic of just your generalized hair care routine. I personally belong to, on my personal Facebook page, several soap making Facebook groups, solid shampoo bar groups, things like that. The one thing I see pretty often in these groups is people asking for recipes for a solid shampoo bar or for a solid conditioner bar. And then there's all these other people that comment that say, oh, you should never use a cold process soap shampoo bar on your hair. It'll dry your hair out. It does all these things. Okay, well, first of all, one, like we have always said, it depends on the formulation. Janice and I have worked very hard to formulate our cold process solid shampoo bars for specific hair types and to feel good. So things that are not going to dry your hair out, things that are not going to cause breakage, all that kind of stuff. So I got to really thinking when I kept seeing these comments about, oh, this shampoo bar dried my hair out. You should only use a cosmetic formulation shampoo bar. And what I mean by cosmetic formulation means you are taking cosmetic ingredients. Cosmetic ingredients are synthetically created ingredients. It does not mean they're evil. Okay, just want to preface that. It doesn't mean they're evil. It's just a cosmetic formulation that requires a lot of tweaking, a lot of different ingredients, and we've chosen to not do cosmetic formulations. It's outside our wheelhouse. You need to be good at that stuff. You need to make sure everything you're using is safe and not going to cause more problems, and we're not comfortable with it. So people have asked us about doing solid conditioner bars, and the short answer is no, we're not doing it to go with our shampoo bars. And this is why, because most conditioners require some sort of cosmetic formulation that we are not comfortable with doing. We know what we're good at. We choose to focus on that and not try to be everything for everybody. So I scrolled a little bit, but back to the solid shampoo bar. People say, oh, it dries my hair out. It does this, it does that. Well, let's have a little bit deeper look into this, because I was one of these people who, when I switched from regular in the bottle shampoo to a natural, 100% natural cold process shampoo bar, I did not have a great transition. My scalp got flaky. My hair seemed like it was drying out. My scalp was itchy. It was crazy. I wish that I had known then what I know now, which is why we're doing this. It had everything to do with the other stuff that I was using on my hair to combat typical curly hair dryness. Those of you out there who have curly hair, whether it's fine curly hair like mine or thick curly hair, coarse, what we know is your natural scalp oils have a very hard time getting down the length of the hair shaft so that the oil gets distributed through your curls and your ends get dry. We all know this, right? So there's a gajillion and one products out there for frizz, tame the frizz, moisturize the hair. I used quite literally all of them.
And see, I was the opposite. I am very lazy when it comes to my beauty routine at all. And I didn't do anything to my hair except for wash it and condition it, and that's it. So I had almost no transition. I started using a shampoo bar, and the only thing I did differently was the original cosmetic ones that I tried. There were things I did not like about them, like they wouldn't lather well, or they didn't feel like they rinsed clean, and I hated all the conditioner bars I tried.
Yeah. So that's why she and I spent a lot of time formulating our natural shampoo bars. We got them where we wanted them. And periodically we tweak things based on feedback from people. And we test everything on ourselves first. It's crazy. But so yeah, that whole additional conversation about your hair care routine. It might not be the shampoo or shampoo bar you're using that is drying your hair out. It's the other things. So we're going to dive right into that. This is a product, I'm going to cover the brand, but this was a product I used all the time. It is a curvaceous ringlet shape perfecting lotion for your hair. Man, and this is a very, very well-known, not cheap brand of hair care. I was buying all of the things to put in my hair, to tame the frizz, to define the curls, to get moisture in my hair. I didn't know about ingredients, and I didn't know how to read an ingredient label. So I'm going to just read this one. First ingredient is water. Second ingredient is propylene glycol. Fun fact, propylene glycol is used as an alternative, a safe alternative to ethylene glycol in antifreeze. Fun fact. Third ingredient, dimethicone. That's where we're going to stop. So, dimethicone is a silicone. It is a non-water soluble silicone. What does that mean? It means it is not going to wash out of your hair with a natural shampoo bar or just water itself. Dimethicone is very widely marketed. Silicones are very widely marketed to people with dry hair, frizzy hair, stuff like that, to smooth the curls, lock in the moisture. That's the big thing. Here, sure. Do they work? Do they smooth the hair strands down? Do they lock down the frizz? They absolutely do. The problem is they are not water soluble, which means they don't wash out of your hair unless you use some sort of clarifying shampoo, which is surfactant based. It is not a natural thing. It is a surfactant. It is a chemical detergent surfactant. That is the only thing that is going to bind to that non-water soluble silicone and get it off your hair. So if you're choosing to get away from that, you need to avoid products that have dimethicone. Now I'm talking dimethicone, standalone word dimethicone. Nothing before it, nothing after it. Just the straight word dimethicone. That's the non-water soluble kind. You will need to use some kind of buildup remover, some kind of clarifying shampoo in order to get this off your hair. Guess who didn't know that? So if you're not routinely stripping your hair with a chemical surfactant, that silicone ends up locking the moisture out of your hair, causing your hair over time to get dry, break, be more frizzy, and then what do? Buy more products with more silicone because nothing's working. Or when you decide, like me, to switch to a natural cold process shampoo bar, a little bit at a time, that excess product that's built up on your hair and scalp starts flaking off. How many times did I call you going, oh my God, did your hair flake like this when you switched to shampoo bar? I mean, it was ridiculous, ridiculous. So it was because of the other stuff I was using. It wasn't a problem with the natural shampoo bar in and of itself. It was all of the other stuff I was using on my hair to tame the frizz. Bottom line. Does that mean that all silicones are bad for your hair? No, I try to avoid them, but that doesn't mean they're all bad. What you need to be looking for are water-soluble silicones. Up a little bit. Water-soluble silicones are alternatives, okay? So, like I said earlier, dimethicone, that word by itself means non-water soluble. Avoid that. But there's other versions of it. These are all cosmetic formulations. Again, these are synthetics. They're cosmetic formulations. These are silicones that are water soluble, which means that a natural cold process shampoo bar or just water will actually remove these from your scalp and from your hair strands, allowing your hair to get clean. Your scalp doesn't flake. You don't end up drying your hair out long term. Here's a big giant word. I haven't had enough coffee to try this morning, but this is one that is it's called a natural alternative to silicone. Still, it probably comes from a natural source. I did not do the research to find out where it comes from, but if you're going to be using products to help with dry hair or whatever, you need to be looking for water-soluble silicones or silicone-free entirely. That's great. If you can find a product that is completely silicone-free, that works well for your hair, go for it. I don't know if there are conditioner bars out there like that. Again, I've tried a couple conditioner bars. Don't really like them. I don't like the feel. Feels a little greasy to me. And my hair being very fine, grease weighs things down. So
to me, the conditioner bars that I got from certain stores just felt like a round thing of wax that I was rubbing on my hair,
Right.
but nothing was coming off. It wasn't soaking into my hair, so it wasn't helping.
yeah, and we've had people ask us if we're going to make the conditioner bars. And again, we have not found any naturally formulated, 100% naturally formulated conditioner recipe that feels good. Everything is a blend of beeswax, hard oils, and you're just rubbing basically our solid lotion bar on your hair, and no. So I'm going to tell you to do your research there and just be aware of what else you're using on your hair as part of your hair care routine. If you are using products that have a tendency to build up, well, there are some natural alternatives to using a very stripping, clarifying shampoo. Hopefully in the comments, if it worked, I pinned a link to our blog page on our website. We've written a couple of articles about and recipes for natural leave-in conditioners, conditioner sprays, and natural recipes like baking soda or apple cider vinegar dilute rinse for your hair to help remove product. That was the other thing I did. I realized maybe I had a bunch of buildup on my scalp, so I started rinsing with diluted apple cider vinegar every day. Don't do that. Bad.
Just because it's natural doesn't necessarily mean that's what you should be using every single day.
No, it was bad.
You have to do your research.
My hair went quickly to straw, and I was like, oh, this is not good either. So if you're going to use those kind of things, don't use them more than at most like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, once a month. If you really feel like you need to get buildup off your scalp and your hair, just go very dilute with it. Don't overuse. My whole thing, more is more. No, more is bad. So we do have some recipes on our blog page, one of which and I need to make more. I brought my little spray bottle. I now make a homemade leave-in conditioning spray that's better than anything that I've ever used to help tame the frizz. And clearly this morning I am out because my hair is like, whee, humidity, yay. The recipe for this is on our blog site too. It is coconut milk diluted down with distilled water. And I use distilled water because I don't want minerals building up on my hair. So reverse osmosis water, I think we talked about this before, or no. That was in our soap class. Anyway, distilled water, or if your water is purified via reverse osmosis to remove a lot of the hard minerals and things like that, get that out of the water because that will build up on your hair. And I have very hard water at home, so I do have to do some sort of a rinse once a month, once every 6 weeks, because I get a lot of mineral buildup. My shower head gets white, all that stuff. It's because of the water. So again, that's another part of the conversation. What kind of water do you have? Everybody's real quick to say, oh, don't use the cold process shampoo bar, but it's a way bigger conversation than that. Anyway.
And it also depends on your hair type. Like for me, I love the spray as more of a detangler when I wash my hair, and I'll spray it before I comb through it. But if you've got thicker, coarser curls, I still use a thicker, like a conditioning balm on the ends. If you've got finer, thinner hair, the spray may be enough to do it.
So when I've actually found, believe it or not, and this floors me, but ever since I kind of cut all of the excess product use out of my hair, I don't need a conditioner after every shampoo. My hair doesn't get all tangly and ick on the ends. I get my hair wet in the shower. I shampoo maybe twice a week, but almost every time I get in the shower, I get my hair wet, and I can take a wide tooth comb through it without any conditioner. When I start getting snags on the end, that tells me I need a haircut. The dead ends and they get tangly. That's it. Or I need to use a silk pillowcase or satin pillowcase or wear a bonnet so I'm not tangling my hair up at night. Another interesting thing that I never knew about. Somebody been gatekeeping. Anyway, so anyway, this recipe for this leave-in spray that I like to use, it's distilled water, coconut milk. I do put a little bit of either argan or jojoba oil in it, but literally just a little bit. And generally a little bit of aloe vera juice or aloe vera gel. Put it in there because that's moisturizing. Coconut milk, super moisturizing. And then maybe a few drops of rosemary essential oil, not necessary. Shake it up. You should keep it in the fridge. I cheat and I use a tiny bit of a natural preservative. I know everybody thinks preservative. There are natural-based preservatives out there. It's just antioxidants, so that I don't have to make a trip to the fridge every time I get in the shower. In my new bathroom, I will have a refrigerator in the bathroom. Bougie for bathing cocktails or whatever. But
Wait,
so that's what I do.
You might be onto something with the cocktail.
Right? Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
So that's what I do. I put that in this little spray bottle, and every time I get my hair wet in the shower, after my shower, I towel dry my hair, I flip upside down, and I just spray this along the ends and scrunch it in. That controls the frizz. My hair is so much more moisturized, and I'm not using a bunch of synthetic chemicals. I'm not using silicones. I'm not doing all that stuff. And trust me, if I run out of this, I can tell, because y'all with curly hair, the humidity hits and everything goes sideways. And in the wintertime, it gets dry and goes all fly away. So basically, the bottom line is think about what the rest of your hair care routine looks like. We've run the gamut of different things. If you have questions about that, want to discuss it, a lot of times when you switch to a natural shampoo bar, you need to get rid of the other things because one, they become not necessary, but you could actually be making things worse. Just like I said, with the buildup on your hair, things like that. If you have long straight hair and it has a tendency to get oily, when you switch to a natural shampoo bar, if you're putting extra oil in your hair or using, that's the other thing, flat iron, heat styling, all those heat stylers and stuff, look at the ingredients. Because a lot of times they do put silicones in there to help protect the hair from the damage you're doing with the flat iron or whatever. I air dry my hair. I don't curl it. I don't flat iron. I can't stand myself with straight hair. It's disgusting. It's gross. But look at all the products you're using. Yeah. Think about what you're using and see if there's a different alternative, or just be aware that there may be something you're doing that's exacerbating the issue. And I've found that I've been able to really simplify my hair care routine since I kind of cut out all that extra stuff. 2 products in my shower. That's it. And one of them is our shampoo bar. So anyway, we're going to be posting some more articles and stuff on natural detangler sprays you can do. Think marshmallow root. And I'm going to talking about going to the store and get a bag of Jet Puff and trying to do something. Marshmallow root. It's a plant. We use it in our daily cleanse bar as the liquid portion. It is a natural detangler. It's also can promote hair growth and thickness. So, and
someone recently asked about if our shampoo bars helped with scalp or hair health. One thing I pointed out is we put a couple different essential oils in the shampoo bars, but they're small amounts and they're oils that are good for your scalp and for your hair. Yeah, exactly.
Big one. Mm-hmm.
So they're not there for fragrance. Everything we put in there is for what it does for your hair or what it does for your scalp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, people love to pick up and go and smell things and go, oh, and again, we don't use fragrances to make perfumey shampoo bars. We do them for the properties, like Janice said. Every ingredient in our shampoo bars is selected specifically for the properties it will give your hair. Sunflower oil, high vitamin E, nice, nourishing oil. I'm pretty sure it's in all of them, or pretty close.
Things like Russell clay, things like whole egg powder.
Mm-hmm, to add protein, stuff like that. We choose oils that are naturally high in vitamin E, vitamin A, all these things that you see added in to cosmetically formulated shampoos and conditioners. We do that by choosing the oils that will impart those properties. So anywho, I think we've kind of squirreled off plenty and rambled on plenty. If you guys have any questions or comments or need any tech support on the shampoo bars and kind of simplifying down your hair care routine, give us a shout. We love to be able to help you. That's why we do what we do. Getting back to simplification, natural stuff done the way our ancestors used to do it. Just a little better. So anyway, 2 weeks we will have another Soap Lady chat. Not sure what that's going to be on yet, but we will let you know. And we hope you'll visit our blog page, check out the articles there. We will be posting more, as I said, and we will see you next time. You got anything?
I believe today is the last day to order the spa boxes in order to get it delivered by Mother's Day if you're going to have it shipped.
Yeah.
So if anybody's looking for that last minute Mother's Day gift, today's the last day for shipping.
The spa boxes, the shipping is free on those, by the way.
Yeah.
Spa box, we will ship that spa box anywhere, and that's free shipping. So like she said, today's the last day to order them to guarantee that it'll be delivered by Mother's Day. So visit the website. If you're looking for something for mom, we can help you out there. All right?
Yep.
Y'all take care.
Bye.